What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Global Ghost Hunt Halftime Show. I am one of your hosts, Matt, Paranormal Consultant. With me is the man himself, Mr. Brian John Laverty. What's up, brother?
How's it going, man?
And from Eclipse Paranormal, we have Jen. Hi, Jen.
Howdy.
Jen's feeling a little under the weather, but we still love her because she's still here. So we also have Melissa from Rootless Destinations. Excited to have you here again. And you're muted. We can't hear you.
I said bless you to Jen.
Okay. Bless Jen. Definitely.
Good
sadly,
evening.
like I said, Jen's feeling a little under the weather, but always glad to see Jen. Always glad to see Jen. And yourself, Melissa. Always happy to see you.
Well, thank you. Nice to be here.
Rootless is always representing, and I love it. And of course, from Newsom Paranormal, it's Raymond.
Of course, it's Raymond.
Just glad to see you with the lights on, brother.
Don't make me
How you
turn the
doing?
light out, dude. I'm good.
So guys,
That was
welcome.
good. That was good.
Welcome to the halftime show. Brian and I were rocking in the background with that
Yeah,
intro.
that was awesome.
You like that?
That was awesome.
I
20
did like
minutes.
the music.
20 minutes it
I was
took me to
good,
throw that
I was
in.
doing this. I was really going down. I was doing this.
Did you record that, Brian?
No, you can't. I should have done a selfie.
Mm-hmm. You know,
Yeah.
it was funny because I was setting up the studio earlier and I was like, oh, wait a minute. The intro was not going to work for the halftime show. So I was like, I got to throw something together real quick. So I just threw it together. I'm like, I like this music. Is there a longer clip?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
But anyway, guys, thank you for being here, all you guys, and thank you guys in the audience for hanging out with us tonight. We're just here to just do our little halftime show, just to have some fun, relax, and talk about what's happened so far, what's been going on, and what's coming up, because we have an announcement to make on what's coming up, and get excited about these investigations, because there's still a lot of great locations on that list, including Rootless.
Yes.
Rootless is coming up. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
The Texas County Jailhouse. I mean, a jail is. I mean, we've seen from previous GGHs that jailhouses do not disappoint. Prisons do not disappoint. And then you throw the ladies of Rootless in it. I mean, come on. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome location. Hopefully, we're going to be there for 2 nights.
Ooh.
Sleeping in the jail cells.
See, that sounds like fun. I know Michael Wong did the same thing. He slept in his location. What was the brothel, right? In Montana, Brian?
Dumas brothel.
Dumas. That's right.
I mean, and we have stayed at the other 2 locations overnight as well. Actually, the Claiborne house, we were there for days. But Presidio, we stayed overnight as well. But this will be 2 nights.
I cannot wait to see that.
See, I just can't do it. Like, I love locations. I love going to locations, but I have no interest in sleeping in them. Like, I love my sleep, and I love my sleep to be sound.
I get it.
You know what I
get
mean?
it. But I feel that if you stay at a location and just put yourself in there and let the spirits get familiar with you and you get familiar with the building as well, then I just think it's a better investigation.
You know what? I think of movies when somebody's sleeping in a haunted house and you're sleeping very soundly, you're in a nice dream, and all of a sudden the blankets start coming down. And it's like, no.
Really?
You know what? That to me is just opening yourself up, because you're in a state of mind that you don't know. And you can't close yourself like you can when you're walking around. You are leaving yourself open to have them do all kinds of wonderful things to you and then go home with you.
See, I see nothing but positive.
Brian, are you not doing anything to protect yourself or anything like that?
Yeah, but you can't protect. You can't.
Have to do.
Oh, of course, but you can't protect yourself when you're
well,
sleeping.
not 100%. No, I actually have somebody with me right now that I'm going to drop back off on the way back to the jail. So, yeah.
There you go. Perfect example.
Yeah.
So,
You don't have to sleep there to bring anything home with you.
No, you don't. And this was
No,
not
true. But I will. Sorry, Melissa. But I will. What I will say is, when you are awake, you are able to protect yourself better than you would be sleeping,
well, if
unless you sleep with one eye open.
See,
What if you
That's
don't
just an
fall
invitation
asleep?
for them to come home to you with you. Sorry, that's
well, they'll
my
have to mess
opinion.
with all four
My
of us.
opinion.
There'll be four of us,
Yeah.
so they'll have to mess with it.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go.
I just think it'd be good evidence. That's just me. If they screw with me while I'm sleeping, that's good evidence.
Right? I mean,
That's now, Raymond. What were you gonna say?
And it's hard to,
Raymond?
have something sneak up on you if you don't sleep.
Well, this is true.
It's true.
This is true. A lot of
Maybe
coffee, a
we'll
lot
sleep
of
in
energy.
shifts. You never know.
Yeah. I think it's just personally, I think it's just an invitation for them to come home with you. That's my opinion.
And see, that's what I love about this field is we all have our own opinions, our own thoughts, and our own
Exactly.
theories.
Exactly.
So, but anyway, so let's start off with Raymond here with the spirit mechanics that kicked off this event, and I'll tell you what, they did not disappoint. I'll be honest.
Well, there was one disappointment. One disappointment. I forget the girl's name who was dancing, but that definitely was not the bird dance.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I thought the same thing, Brian.
Bird dance.
I'm glad this is recorded. We have Brian doing the chicken dance. But I'll
God bless her for doing that. God bless her for doing it.
So
it was funny. It was very funny.
Absolutely.
I mean, that is one thing that we actually always say is we take what we do seriously. We just don't take ourselves seriously.
There you go.
And we put on the spot in the middle of the night,
and that's
when we actually do that.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what this is about, right? It's not about all serious throughout the whole investigation. You have to have fun, and you guys were having fun. It was coming close to the end of your investigation, and you guys were having fun. But you can see the seriousness from your investigation right from the beginning, and how much you wanted to get communication throughout your investigation, and that really came across. And it looked like a great spot. I only wish you guys were in the theater, like the theater part, a little bit more than you were.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Or maybe started in there.
Yeah, it is a big spot. It's that area doesn't get covered as often as the main theater does.
Yeah.
And there's a partition behind where the little stage is, and you could hear people whistling and knocking stuff behind it the entire time. So that was kind of why we showed so much, because there was still stuff happening, and we were trying to get those spirits to come forward and hang out with us as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Now, did you say something in the video, in your video, saying that theater was still open to the public, and they actually had a show that night before you guys started?
They had a live performance of a play right before that. So, anytime there's a live, musical play, whatever, even if they're just rehearsing it, even if they hadn't started the show that it's going on, the activity boosts like tenfold.
And I was going to ask you, that was going to be my next question. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Very interesting.
Very cool spot. Very cool spot.
I think so.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And now, Raymond, I know a lot of people might be curious on this, but this is part of why we do what we're doing with the Global Ghost Hunt. Is this location open for reservation? Can you reserve it to come in to investigate it?
Yeah, you just go to the site for the Roger House. I mean, it's actually a very inexpensive place, and you get it from like 10 o'clock at night all the way up till, 10 to 12 p.m. the next day if you want it.
What is
Wow.
the
Because
just
they
out of
literally give
curiosity?
you the key, you lock the door.
Yeah. So I'm just curious. What is
For
what is the price?
it's like $60 up front, and then it's $30 per person once you get there.
That's not
Oh,
bad at
wow.
all.
Yeah.
That's
That's
not
not
bad.
bad
cheap
at
as
all.
shit.
You
Yeah.
know what? I wish more
I think
locations
that's
did
cheap
that.
as shit.
I wish more locations did that. Some of these locations are like when we went to the Octagon, like that was pretty damn cheap for being there for 14 hours.
Yeah.
You know, and I wish more locations would do that, because I guarantee if they did, that some of these locations wouldn't be like $1,500 for like 5 hours. You know, like and they would have more people coming so they could lower the prices.
Yeah, we were
But
there
I don't
from
know what
like
it is
2
with
o'clock in the
locations.
afternoon till 7 a.m.
Oh, wow.
next day. So
Wow. And I just, I wish some locations, I'm not saying all, I wish some locations would get it out of their head that just because you were on TV doesn't mean you could charge more.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that the truth?
Like, it's ridiculous. And that to me is not about the location. It's not about the history. It's not about the spirits. It's about this. And that's all it is. And unfortunately, there's way too many locations out there like that.
Yep.
Like, for example, Bobby Mackey's $600 for 5 hours is a little expensive to me personally.
Yeah.
But
It is.
and you know, and you only get 5 hours, and then the person
I
that
have lost
is
them though.
taking care of that place, she comes right in and kicks you out. Like, you really have no choice. And you know, but it's just it's what I think what people need to understand, or what I would like people to understand, is this is one of the reasons why we're doing the Global Ghost Hunt as well, to bring more exposure to
Right.
these locations, like I've always said, but hopefully bring enough exposure to these locations that they're not charging an arm and a leg, you know, and sometimes a second arm. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. And
I mean, that's
you know,
also why I've been, trying to show as many off the beat locations and stuff as well throughout
yeah,
Kentucky.
and
That way
we appreciate you for that.
people
We
know
appreciate
there
you
are
for
options
that.
to check out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, we've had so many locations with the Global Ghost Hunt that a lot of these locations hardly charge, like they charge, but not a lot. You know, and like the Victorian View, from what I understand, is not very expensive at all. And now they're getting booked now. They're getting booked for investigators coming in there, like more than they were before, you know. And there you go. Missouri State Penitentiary is almost $1,000 for overnight.
Well, I know for the first Global Ghost Hunt, the
Actually, I
Wikipedia
think
and
it's
I did
about
Penhurst,
1,500.
Right?
and Penhurst was almost $3,000.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was.
It's
It was like
ridiculous.
there was a group. Well, actually, it probably was, because it was a group of, I would say, almost 20 of us, and it was about 150 apiece.
It's ridiculous.
What's the trip there?
And,
it was
and
worth
why
it.
do you
It was
think
worth
that-
it.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
I'm
but
sure
why do
it
you,
was. I'm sure it was.
But why do you think it's that much? Because it's been on TV so much that they think they think they can charge that.
Yeah,
And
you know
that's
what?
the problem.
Nothing against Penhurst, because it was an absolutely gorgeous location. The people there are so nice, and even the tour guides did an amazing job. They knew their stuff. They knew what they were talking about, and they were so down to earth. You know, so nothing against them, but you're right.
Here you go. I didn't know that. Dom is in the room, and there's a
What's up, Dom?
prison in Quebec that charges $3,000.
Oh wow!
Like that's outrageous. And somebody just finished saying that it was Maria saying that they're tearing down Penhurst.
I've heard that. I've heard that it's one of two things: they're either tearing it down, or the county is trying to get it torn down. That's a big thing, because I know a tour guide. His name's Caden. Again, great guy. When we were there, they were talking about that the county wanted to get rid of it. It was a black mark on the history, and they wanted to use the land for something else. And people are trying to fight it, and it's a pain. It's an absolute pain. But here again, this is another reason why we're doing the global ghost hunt, to try to help these locations.
Yeah, yeah. I tell you, Dom, if you come out this way, I'll take you to Burwash Prison. It's $20.
On my way.
$20 for a full night.
I'm on my way.
And it's a fantastic prison. It's $20. That's
$20. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And I've been there 3 times, and it's a fantastic prison. It's huge. It's $20 for the night.
I just looked up Ohio State Reformatory.
Mhm.
They've raised
that's
prices
expensive.
again.
Yeah, that's it. I know that place is very, very expensive.
Yeah,
What is it at now?
$3,150 for a Friday or Saturday. $1,575 for Sunday through Thursday.
You know
I'm
what the
like,
problem is?
What the fuck?
Here we go. And this is what I'm talking about. This is where we always talk about the drama. We always talk about the egos. We always talk about the jealousy. But sometimes we forget to talk about the locations. There's a lot of locations out there that are great, that don't charge very much, like Octagon Hall, like obviously the investigation that Raymond went to. But then you have these locations that are just gouging people, like Ohio State Reformatory, Pennhurst. I don't know what it costs for Waverly Hills. I have no idea what the price is there. But all these huge places, the place here that Don was talking about, 3,000, those are the people that are ruining this industry right there.
Well, old Joliet Prison over in Illinois is $1,200 for 4 hours.
Well, look at Alcatraz. Alcatraz is what, 3,500 or 35,000? Something stupid like that.
Alcatraz is $24,000.
There you go. Even still.
Yeah. And Dom said it's $1,600 at Waverly.
Oh, it's went up. Last time I checked, it was $1,200, so it's went up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get the upkeep. I get all that stuff, the tax. Right. I get it. I really do, and I sympathize. But here again, like we've said, even if they were to lower the prices, that means more investigations, more money.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
And these places that charge that much, they charge that much, and they're solidly booked all the time. They can afford to bring the prices down.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there, Dom just said it went up to 27,000.
Well, it said 20.
I'll just run right out and rent it for all of us, okay?
They by all means, upped it to 27,000. Oh, so they went up $3,000. Wow.
But so moving on, the next team that followed was gracious enough to follow Spirit Mechanics. Good luck. That was a great investigation, like we were saying. It was AZ Pie. Now, we've seen these guys before, and honestly, guys, I don't know what you guys thought. I thought they had an amazing investigation. I thought they did great.
I thought they did great too. I would like to say something about that investigation.
Yeah, by all means.
I thought that, of course, the ladies had just, the whole thing was just amazing. There was one part, it was like towards the middle, and they were going down into a storage room where they used to keep food and stuff like that. As soon as they walked across that threshold, my ears, my head, the pressure was unreal. And I made a comment, and I think it was Raymond who said, like, pressure, like I feel it, I'm also pressured on my chest. I was like, no, mine's all in my head.
I remember seeing the comments, yeah.
And then they were in there for a bit. I literally had to leave and go outside. It was getting bad. So I was gone for maybe 10, 15 minutes. And I came back in and they were still in there. But I was like, let me just sit back down because I feel better now. And I was fine. And then a few minutes later,
Oh, we lost your audio. Well, I did.
Yeah, I can't hear. We can't hear you.
We've been having a lot of technical problems today.
She might have to go out and come back down.
Yeah.
Or go out and come back in.
It's her friend she took home with her.
Yeah.
That's behind the scenes. We were talking about stuff, but
yeah. You might have to leave and come back, Melissa.
yeah,
Yeah, we can't hear you.
maybe. Oh, okay. Well, she'll be back.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I do
I'll be
remember
honest,
comments.
I haven't gotten to watch AZ Pie's video yet, but I will.
Mhm.
Obviously. And but I heard it was good. I saw the first 10, 15 minutes of it. I was watching, and I'm sorry I did this. You can crucify me if you want. I was watching it when I was driving home.
I can't say anything.
I was watching their investigation driving home. And yeah.
Oh,
So.
there she is. There she is.
Considering
Take two.
Matt likes to do lies while driving. Yeah.
Hey,
This is true.
still nothing, Melissa. No, sorry. I don't know. Well, while we're trying to figure out Melissa's audio, not the helpers in the room, and they're saying that they run Rootless's forum and help
Yes.
do promotionals and stuff like that. Well, thank you.
Yes.
You guys do a great job. Rootless as a whole, they do an amazing job. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to be. We're going to be sitting down after the Global Ghost Hunt and coming up with something for us to work together with the helper
Absolutely.
and Global Ghost Hunt. So we will be sitting down after the Global Ghost Hunt. So
absolutely. But yeah, I remember Melissa saying that in the comments. I remember Raymond saying stuff in the comments. I was backstage, and and Brian, I think you can attest to this too. When we're backstage with the Global Ghost Hunt, with all these events, whether they're recorded or not, sometimes we just kind of zone out. I've been guilty of it. We're still watching, but we zone out. With AZ Pies, I could not stop watching. I was just right there, like every little detail I was watching, and that was great. An absolutely great investigation.
Yeah,
absolutely great. It was great to see him back. Now, that being said, the next couple, I have to admit, I've been under the weather, so I didn't get a chance to watch yet, and that's New York Paranormal.
Yeah, it was good. And I will let people know, as soon as their investigation was done, the haunted location signed up for October.
Awesome.
Yep.
Absolutely awesome. So give me some teasers, guys, because
and I will let you know there's another sign up after that investigation too. It was YMCA from Miami that Arizona Pie did in October. They signed up on Saturday as well.
Oh, outstanding. Outstanding.
I'm telling you, the locations a lot more locations should really get on board because it's a lot of fun and it gets exposure to your location. And
100%.
the numbers were a little bit low at the beginning, but the numbers are now climbing. So they are getting better, and especially on Facebook. Facebook is doing amazingly well, and let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep sharing.
I mean, Facebook did get shown up on the October event by YouTube, so I mean, we should have a battle here.
Yeah. Yeah. Streaming battle, yeah, for sure.
So what are some teasers? Give me some teasers, guys, for the Warsaw Historical Society. Give me some teasers for that investigation.
They were getting activity. They did arraignment, and they were in the dark a lot. And but they had a lot of lights going on, and they were getting hits on their cat balls. They were getting hits on their K2. They were getting hit. They had that string, the light, the
EMF.
Yeah, thank you. They had that all over the place, and it was going off at certain points. They were getting activities. The places, it was good. It was really good, and I enjoyed it. And I think out of all the places so far, I would have to say that was probably one of the more active places.
Very nice. Well,
so
NYC,
yeah.
New York Paranormal, if you guys are in the room. I'm in Pennsylvania, so if you go back, give me a holler. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe,
Matt, why don't you do the place?
there's an idea. And you know what? Maybe I can drag you along. You're not too far from New York.
No, I'm 9 hours. 9 hours.
And we'll bring
So,
Raymond just because.
There you go. There's your destination for maybe October, doing the museum.
If what I have planned falls through, oh yeah, I'll be looking into it. I have something really special for October. And following them, it seems like the Northeast was taken over. NEPI, another one I sadly missed. Anybody want to comment? Thoughts?
Thoughts? Anybody else except me?
I mean, what I caught was really good. Saturday night was kind of busy for me. It was my son's prom night, so I was like a lunatic with my doing dad stuff. So
I will say, and JD was right, or John was right. JD, who I believe is the lead investigator. That place was a maze. It was like huge, and they didn't have a lot of action, or a lot of evidence, or however you want to say it. But I have the strange feeling that place right from the beginning that if you stay constant or consistent with it, keep doing it, they will respond. That's the feeling I got with that place. Okay. So you need to do your homework. You need to do your due diligence. You need to stay consistent on that place. So you need to continue asking the same questions. You need to be doing, the same thing over and over again. That's the feeling I got with that place. The place was amazing. It was a maze. Like it was huge. And even John said at the beginning, it was big. It's big inside. But the overall sensation that I got is you have to keep on asking them the same questions, because eventually they will answer. I felt like they were a little bit stubborn and holding back a little bit. But if you keep at it, they will respond. That's what I felt throughout their whole investigation.
I just thought of something, and yes, it's not an idea, so everybody relax. It's not an idea. But one other thing I really love about what we're doing, and I'm not just mean the GGH admin, these teams and locations. What I really love, and I think we've hit on it before, is when we do these halftime shows, we do the befores, the after, all of it. We're not just learning about new locations and creating a bigger bucket list, but we're actually learning on how to actually hit that investigation. We're getting inside knowledge on what works, what doesn't work, to help us out on our investigation. So, another good reason why to share these out, guys, because if some of these locations look amazing, like Arcadia or the Opera, whatever, you're seeing how these teams are hitting that investigation, and you're getting kind of a sneak preview on what you can do or not do, what works, what doesn't work. And that's a really good point right there. So, I mean, that's really cool. I love it. Yeah. So moving on, the next one, this is one that I couldn't wait for. I was really excited. There was a couple. Rootless is coming up, so that's another one I'm on edge for. I can't wait to see Rootless and Melissa go at it. Ooh, but Abyss Paranormal. We have some of the team in the room right now. I see Vicky's in the room. I see a bunch of people.
Liz is in the room.
Liz is in the room still too?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. As far as I know, yeah.
That investigation, I'll tell you what. Abyss is another one. I even said from the first investigation, they're going to be a team to watch, and they did not disappoint again. It was a beautiful location. Their investigation style is so in depth. Ruben's here too. Okay.
Yeah. Ruben's here too. Sorry, Ruben.
Everything about that investigation, I absolutely loved watching them.
Yeah. I would definitely say the same thing regarding their investigation. Like NEPI's was the same thing. I think it was one of those locations where they have to continue doing asking the questions, continue doing it, continue doing it, continue doing it, and they will eventually answer.
Yeah.
Again, it's sometimes you can walk into a place and they're ready to talk and they're ready to go, and sometimes you go in a location and you have to get them to talk. You have to force them to talk. I just felt like that was another location that was the exact same as NEPIs. So
Absolutely. Jen, what were your thoughts on Abyss?
I haven't got to watch any of them, I'll be
Oh.
honest, because I was in Ohio all weekend at my investigation.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. So Jen's getting sneak previews on all these.
Yes.
So I know what Jen's going to be doing for a while. She's going to be binge watching.
We can't hear you, Rootless.
I'm gonna watch that one tonight because I think, well, you know, how our Toledo, I can't even talk right now. How the one went last year in Toledo,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a convent. So I'm curious how this one will compare to what we experienced last year.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Melissa, did we get you figured out yet? No.
So say something. We'll just try to read your lips.
There you go. Get real close
We'll
to
just try to read your lips.
you know, sign language or get a mouse and little write notes. Let's see. It had been investigated before. Not a lot.
Third base.
Okay. There you go. So Vicky's saying the location has been investigated before, but not a lot. So they were quiet and curious. Well, I think
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's just an overwhelming feeling.
What do you do?
Call me
at that location. Yeah. What does Raymond thought? Did you see the investigation on Sunday, Raymond? You saw it. You were there.
Yeah, I was watching parts of it, and I love the investigate. It's always so much fun because they come at such a different aspect. So it's always entertaining to watch their investigations.
I will say I did enjoy them in a particular time in their investigation where they tried the ball in the glass to get the ball moving, which obviously we all know that Ghoul Gang did that, or Portal to the Paranormal and Ghoul Gang did that. So, and I know that's where they picked it up from, because I know they said, I think in their investigation that they picked it up from somebody at Global Ghost Hunt, but that was good for them to do that, or me seeing them doing that, because that goes back to the fact that, you know, there's investigations that we're watching, that we're learning, that we can experiment and do ourselves in an investigation. And so it was nice for them to do that.
100%. Absolutely 100%.
I don't tune out. I'm staying focused. Matt might tune out, but I stay focused.
I have shiny syndrome. Usually the consultant has about 6 different things going on at one time as soon as I'm in the studio. But anyway, I still listen and watch, like yesterday, which brings us to the one that I said I was really excited about, and you know what? It didn't let down, and that was, of course, Mister's investigation, Huntophobia. You know, I was really excited to see this auto record, this car graveyard, if you will. And honestly, you got a lot of amazing responses, and I think there's even more responses than what we were hearing. You know, I know you guys were hearing stuff, you know, while you were there, and with the SB7, you know, I knew with the SB7 you were going to get something. You are the SB7 whisperer. But I
don't really like that name, by the way. I'm just letting people know. But you know, I use it. So.
But no, I just feel like, just listening to the investigation and watching, there's still a lot more that we can uncover about that spot. Oh, I guess Melissa's going to try to come back, but you know, there was a lot of interesting responses.
Oh, Raymond was just saying, he was agreeing that Melissa's going to try to come back.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
We don't have much time though. We don't
No,
have
I
much
see
time.
that.
Yeah.
So what all do you want to talk about? Since you were there, obviously, Brian, what do you want to talk about with that investigation? What was some of your favorite moments there?
Well, obviously, without obviously, my favorite moment is capturing that amazing EVP on the voice recorder. That was
100%.
one of my favorite moments. Just the whole experience of walking through and just seeing the history of these vehicles. Unfortunately, it's sad history, but and seeing these old cars. And I thought it was really funny. Mike was really up to doing the investigation, but he spent more time looking at cars than actually doing the investigation with us. But that's who he is. He's a car guy. So, but yeah, there were unfortunately we didn't stay longer. Like soon as we did our 2 hours or that end part that I talked about, at the end, we basically left after that because it was freaking cold outside. So but overall it was great investigation. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back in the summertime. Yeah, we're gonna go back in the summer. When it's warmer and hopefully less windy. But overall, what I liked about the place, you wouldn't think of doing an investigation at a place like that. Yeah. And I hope we didn't create a monster that now they're going to have a bunch of paranormal investigators trying to get on the property. I kind of thought about it after. Maybe I shouldn't have said the name of the place, but because I don't obviously want problem with because it's so big. Like the place is so big, you wouldn't even know if there was investigators on the property, to be honest, unless they went by the garage because there's cameras on the garage. But and the guy across the road that lives across the road takes care of the place when the owners aren't there. So if anybody gets on the property, unfortunately the cops will be called. So without approval. But overall, the place was great. It was creepy. It's really creepy at night in that place. And especially the first area that we were in. And I tell you, like, as soon as I got there, actually the whole night I was hearing a male voice the whole night.
I remember you saying that.
What are you doing? Where are you going next? Why are you doing this? It was all those why, what, and all those kind of things. But I was hearing it all night, and which I thought was really interesting. And I thought about it afterwards. I was hearing that voice all night saying, what are you doing here? Why are you doing this? And then we captured that EVP saying, get out. I'm wondering if it was the same spirit that I was hearing all night.
It's very possible. Very possible.
So,
Melissa, welcome back. Did you get the audio figured out?
No, she didn't.
No, still nothing.
Nothing.
We're not screwing with you, but no, seriously, but yeah, it's still nice to have you here, though, Melissa. It's still nice to have you here.
Absolutely.
Chris needs to be there to help her with her tech, and now she's frozen.
Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Which I'm glad you said something, Brian. Just to let everybody know, if you are interested in going to not just the location Brian was at, but anybody is at, get permission. Get permission, including the public ones. Even if they're open to the public, check the hours of operation. When you get there, if there is a business or a garage, ask permission before you do anything. And that's just being polite and professional. That's gonna help them out, and create a good atmosphere and a good reputation for what we're trying to do. So definitely, guys, check that out. So I'm not going to talk about what's coming up next because
she
we're
here?
starting soon.
Wait. Is she here? Can we hear her voice now? I think we might be able to.
I hear is there somebody else?
No,
I think that's
nothing.
Jen's. I think that's Jen's.
Okay.
Yeah. It might be Jen's audio.
So we have an announcement to make.
Yes.
So
we're not going to talk about tonight because we'll say that at the very end because that's coming up very soon. May 1st, we have slotted Coventry Circle, our brother AJ Capasso. Sadly, AJ will not be able to make it. He has to reschedule and do a couple of things, but we asked for somebody to step up. Well, Brian was looking for someone to step up or fill that slot, and there you go. The Wicked Queen and myself we are going to be investigating. I probably shouldn't for medical reasons, but I cannot let my Global Ghost Hunt family down. I wanted to do this, and for a couple reasons. This bridge, this trail, is what I like to call virgin territory. I'm making that announcement right now. I already told Brian, I cannot find any type of reports on this location. It is one that not a lot of paranormal teams, if any, have investigated. I personally have gone there with my team once or twice, caught some very interesting, to say the least, stuff, and I'm hoping to get that recreated. And on top of that, I'm bringing somebody who is brand new to the field. This person has never investigated one day at all. I'm bringing them along, and we're going to kind of, I told Brian yesterday, we're going to turn this into more of a learning investigation. We're going bare minimum. We're going with new people. We're doing just the bare basics to show people that anybody can do what we do with the right training and all that good stuff, and how to properly investigate. So the Wicked Queen and I will be hitting this location, and I'm excited. And there's a creek. There's a creek that acts like a barrier, and it's fun. It's fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, just sorry, Matt. Just to let Chris know, it's okay. You can leave auto records or McLean's auto records up. It's okay. If you want to, you can put car graveyard. That's completely up to you. But it's already out there that it's McLean's auto records, so it's already out there, so it's not a big deal. So.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, guys. Yeah. And it is a public location. So I'm not gonna. It was quick. It was quick, easy, and you know what? It just team betting. So screw it. We're gonna have fun as long as the rain holds off. So that's us. We're gonna be going tomorrow, 8 p.m. And then May 2nd, GSI. I think is it our first UK team for this event?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the Witches Woods. Do you know anything about this one, Brian?
No.
But Raymond, anybody?
I think I've John did tell me a little bit about it, but I don't know much about it. But again, it's just easy to look up about the Witches Woods in the UK.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. And then we have very own Brandon and Cara from Caught in the Veil Paranormal. They're going to Broadhead Manor. This is another one that I'm excited about. We hear a lot about. It's I don't want to. Should we say notorious? It's got the reputation of being haunted.
Be careful with that. Be careful with that. I'll be honest. Be careful with that because again, it's. We can talk about it after.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play.
But again, it's another great spot. So I will say that.
Yeah, it's a great location. Either way. Then we have Rootless after those, after CITV. Spoke about that earlier. I'm excited. Melissa said she's going to stay in chat. Okay, Melissa. It was still nice to have you up here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Again, like we said, guys, Rootless will never disappoint. I love Rootless's investigation. Jailhouse.
Could they be wearing prison outfits?
You know, I was thinking about that. What are they? Either prison outfits or police or uniforms, something. But I'm excited to see what they're gonna put on for us. Yeah. And then May 4th, for those of you who are Star Wars fanatics, the 4th is going to definitely be with us because we got Ghoul Gang. Thank you, Raymond. Because we got Ghoul Gang kicking it off at the Royal Victorian Park. Ghoul Gang, another great team, great location. I'm excited. And then Jen, our very own Jen from Eclipse Paranormal at Old Morgan County.
No, she's not going.
We switch it?
No, unfortunately, she's not going, but we are going to get on. Hopefully, we're going to get on a call with the location and see if we can work something else out. So Raymond will be getting in touch with them, hopefully, and we can work something out. So
that's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's been one of those days, and I get on a roll. You know what I mean? So, but either way, it's going to be a lot of fun. You won't want to miss it. May 5th, Phantom Detectives. I know nothing about Phantom Detectives, and I don't know nothing about Painted Stave Distilling. Anybody?
No. Haven't looked into it.
No, but it looks
Apparently
like
it's
an
good.
interesting.
They, from what I understand, they did their investigation on Sunday night,
Mhm.
and so it will be a recording. But apparently, it was really, really. From what Joshua told me, it was really, really good night.
Awesome. We
So,
can't wait. And then
yeah.
we'll have our closing ceremonies after that. So either way, guys, we have a lot of great locations, a lot of great teams still to come. And coming up right after this, literally right after this,
Yes.
we have JK47 at the Holy Cross Abbey. So do not go anywhere, guys. And don't forget, please share, like and share these videos, not just for us, but for these teams and these locations. They definitely deserve it. All of them deserve it. And on behalf of the Global Ghost Hunt Admin, guys, I want to thank every team and location so far that has investigated with us, and we hope to see the more of you guys in the future. So I have nothing else, guys. Do you have anything else for us?
Nope, that's it for me.
Nope, that's it for
Jen?
me.
Nada.
All right, well then I'll just close out with my usual. So that's it for us, guys. Have yourselves a great rest of your night. Have fun, stay safe, and as always, folks, happy hauntings.
Happy hauntings.